Okay, so you want to buy a new phone and you're looking for phone options on the internet and then you came across the A53 5G and now you are satisfied. It looks all good. It looks all nice. It has latest and greatest mid-range versions, and then based on the taste last year's phone left in your mouth, you still want to buy this phone. But then whilst you were searching, you came across the A73. And on sheet, these two look pretty identical. Like they have the same RAM size, they have the same battery size, they have the same Samsung experience and all that kind of stuff. So now you're a bit confused. Well, in today's video, we are going to talk about like some of the similarities and differences between this phone or these two phones. So get a seat and let's get into the video. So I would like to start with the similarities these two phones have. Well, from the back, they have similar back designs. Like they both have the same style of camera bump. They both have 4 cameras at the back. They both have an AMOLED display. Speaking of display, they both have 120Hz display. They both have 32 megapixel camera at the front. They both have the same 5000 mAh battery. They both don't have headphone jacks. They both don't come with chargers in the box. And yeah, I think that's where the similarities end. When it comes to cameras, the main shooter on an A53 is a 64 megapixel camera, and this one has a 108 megapixel camera. So the amount of details you'll be getting with pictures taken with the 108 megapixel camera on this phone is going to be far better than this one. But generally, they both process images the same time, although I like the way colors and images stand out on the A73. And sorry if I sound like a bit biased toward the A73 because I've been spending most of my time using this phone as my daily driver. It actually still has my daily SIM in this phone right now. So forgive me for that. Wait, another similarity that I forgot to mention earlier on was the fingerprint sensor. They both use optical fingerprint scanner in the display, which is actually really neat to see from a phone around this price point. Then again, their last year models also had the same feature, so you've got to keep that in mind. And then another thing that I feel this phone surpasses the A53 is the display. Even though they both use AMOLED displays, the one on the A73 is an AMOLED Plus display, whilst this one is just an AMOLED or Super AMOLED display. And colors on this, in my opinion, are a bit superior to the ones on this. Regardless, you won't really notice it if you are using the phone on its own, unless you are holding them side by side, before you can tell, oh, the ones on this is a bit better and then the one on this is a bit warmer. Like, you get what I mean. The speakers on this phone also sounds a bit better than the ones on the A53. And at this point, I'm sitting here feeling like the A53 is just a mini model of the A73. So if I was working at Samsung, I would call the A53 and then A53 Plus or something. I don't know, because aside the fact that this one has a better processor or a faster processor than this, everything else is similar. Okay, so at the end of the day, you still have the question, should you get the A53 or the A73? For me, I would say it depends on how much you have or the amount of money you are willing to spend on the phone. If you can afford this, by all means go for it, because you'll be getting more performance, better camera, better display, better sound speaker. But if you just want something that actually works and is best bang for your money, then this is for you, because at this point, you can't really go wrong with any of these two, the A73 or the A53. Either way, tell me what you think in the description below. Will you get this for yourself or this for yourself? Or would you recommend the A53 or the A73? Let me know in the comment section below.